It's the Bucks. You know, black and white. Cookies and cream. I need it because you know that I'm a fiend. Give me your black machine. Peaches and cream.
I used to want to be in that video.
I know that Peaches and cream video. Boom. Yeah, I mean, of the time.
It's the National Football League.
Done?
It's a special
Come on.
prime time edition of the NFL.
Boom. 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 You want to help him real quick? He just popped up. That's not what I said. Girl, you look good. Want you back, daddy? Okay. Look like I need to.
It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let me check. Once again, the game has been changing. My slot receiver. Okay, this time it's stuck. This time it's stuck like stuck.
City Diablos.
Oh wait, gotta let my dogs know I'm in there bitch playing, man. Hold up, baby. The boys don't know. Let me your channel, my channel. Let me share this bitch. Share these bitch messages. Game boys. Woo! Well, you know we gotta put the fire emoji with it. Let boys know it's me up in there. Alright.
The calendar is turning
I'm tired.
December,
Give me an easy
and we're in the
game.
home stretch
CPU.
now as we're underway in week 13. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Oh goddamn. Okay. I'm about to have a fucking day. Yo.
Burrow on play action.
Oh.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now he sheds himself free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, holding. Thank you. Well.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll hope that this
I was telling them that we've done all the hype, but after we take you
No.
sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Goddamn, keep it down. Come on, fucking Murray.
There with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little
He
extra
did put it right
pace
where
that
he
he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well,
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers. It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schmidt. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Diablos have taken the early lead.
You ready, Dennis?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Huh? Oh, I don't. Were they playing with it? I took it off of them and put it up on a hook.
Well, that's impossible because they can't get it down.
That's the last place I remember. Did I take it off of them? I don't think I took it off of them anywhere. Damn. Damn, Douglas. Let's see in the room. Where? That's weird. You put him in the... Did he have it on when you put him in the thing?
I don't think so, no. Because I remember when you took him out of it. Because I was like,
Where was it?
No, I'm talking about out of the...
Oh, the thing. Yeah.
It came out because you thought it was so quick, and I was like, oh, good. I was like, this is about Douglas. But, you know,
It gotta be. He might have to put his collar on him.
yeah. That's so weird.
I know, but for it not to be in plain sight, and we didn't take him in the car, so Ain't like it could have. That's why I was like, did they? No, I'm talking about find it and play with it if it's not on it. Yeah. Thank you for saying it finally. I said thank you for saying it finally. You've been shutting that theory down for a second.
Oh no, well I was thinking like, cause you were like, you said you put it in the dark and I was like, well, couldn't put it on there. So I was
It's right here, literally.
aha. Come on, Becky.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send
Let's go.
this
We
one
back
away.
in.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Burrow. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over.
Oh, you still in here?
New set of downs.
Okay, hurry up.
Back onto the field comes this offense.
Your boy
ready for
back in
their
the back,
second
huh?
drive. They had to go a long way on their last
Right
drive
on.
to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on
Man.
the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. With that run, Charles, he passed Hall of Famer Curtis Martin for 5th all-time, over 14,100 yards rushing. I'm not sure what more he can accomplish.
Well, in his mind, he thinks he can continue on and get up to number 1 on the all-time rushing list, but you're exactly right.
Come on,
what a
I
career.
had that
And
boy
what
his whole
accomplishments. And to
career.
pass Curtis Martin, who is known by his Hall of Fame coach with the Jets and the Patriots as Wonder Boy, but that's a big-time deal. So if you're passing a guy that they called Wonder Boy, you're a heck of a player.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
What's up with all these penalties, though? Bruh, I ain't never had so many penalties.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
A big play
Already.
that time through the air. 30 yards.
Yeah, baby.
So the big
Already.
play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Quiet.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Taylor.
Dang.
He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Taylor again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
Boy, that house active right now.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Diablos add 6 to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
That is kickoff.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Saquon Barkley.
Oh, come on.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain
Boy.
of 4 on 1st, and
Maybe
that'll
it's
make it
Saquon
2nd
Barkley,
down.
though. Okay.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s football people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. Hard to move
I can't
the
get
ball
no
against
user
those types of
picks,
teams.
man. I can't
This
get no
offense
user
finding
picks.
its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fucking Joe Burrow.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Get his ass behind the line right here. Tuttle.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on, JT Savage. JT Savage.
That's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's
gonna give him
down.
3 points. Block this shit. Ooh, good.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel.
That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Oh,
come on. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A handoff to Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it
JT Savage, come on, man.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Burrow on third down. He's got it.
Wow. Wiggle out of the...
Shy of the end zone.
A very...
Wow. You guys
Third down
just fail
conversion
backwards.
right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
That's some bullshit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That pick was very questionable. But we're going to let them have it.
They'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're taking a pick from me every game, bro. I'm
Now
getting
here's the
safe
signal
throws.
caller getting ready to lead this offense again.
I'm
He's
getting
got the
safe
lead here in the
throws.
second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good
Come
at this
on.
point. It's incomplete.
Bro, you
Took
know
a
where I was
shot,
trying to throw
couldn't
it.
connect.
You know
He
where I was
certainly had a
trying to
good game
throw it,
throwing the
bro.
ball so far, but I think he was trying to take
No,
that
he ain't
from
got no good game
to
throwing the
great
ball.
with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Oh, where's this tray at?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, fuck. I got Cole in this position. Okay.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Jennings. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
From the 44, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Once more, Adams on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Diablos are able to add on to that lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this
Come
pass
on,
in
bro.
the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Why y'all do that to me? Come on. That was that bullshit. Hold on. I play this nigga, I go down. This happens, right? And then that animate, look at his leg. What the fuck happened with his leg? His leg broke and spin? Wouldn't let me go.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. McMullen, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield now, Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
Yeah,
nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, McMullen.
All right. Come on. I'm going to tackle him to a first down.
The 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Now Burrow loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And as the defense have it, they do, says the referee. We're going the other way. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. It seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Or someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should.
Oh, come on. Come on. Ball, my nigga. One play. Come on, big dog. Okay.
And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Bruh.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Okay.
They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Back now here on EA Sports. games here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Adams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Taylor, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Diablos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to
You tried
14.
your hardest. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all cheated. Y'all did everything y'all could do today.
After the touchdown,
still coming out
McPherson on to
victorious,
kick
baby.
this one away.
Got my QB playing like trash. That
And
nigga
no
just
effort
can't
to
get
bring
right.
this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly.
Floated
That
too
didn't
much.
happen, so I'd say
Gotta
come
get
out,
off it.
just kind of
Turbo.
get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now Burrow on first down. And he fends him off.
Come on.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious.
Y'all know that
There
was
was
BS.
no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They get to him for a loss of 4.
Make
and
up
it
for that
brings up
last
3rd
play.
down on the sack.
All over this
Remember, throughout
nigga.
my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's got his big
Knew where they were
tight end
going.
here. And he'll have it past
Knew where they were
midfield,
going.
almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carroll. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Savage. Oh, how they gonna take my start,
We're gonna get a
man?
timeout, an injured
Come on.
player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
I'm gonna take Savage away.
Throwing, Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Come on.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Jennings. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Let's go. Buchanan.
We knew this was going to be a turnover anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But
oh, no, he hyped. I know he hyped. That nigga's in there on the sub play. Okay.
Obviously scoring a
That
touchdown,
nigga was
getting
in
the
there on the
outside
sub
kick,
play.
then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for our visitors, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tampa,
just collecting souls. Timmy got a little upgrade. Let's go, Timmy. My next Kenneth Murray, baby. Speed, finally. Now that nigga's 92 speed. Jesus. 92 acceleration, man. That's that middle linebacker 1 talk right there. Yeah, MLB 1 talk.